Okay, so at this point, let's move on now to coaching lenses. Think about what might a coaching lens be. Think about any kind of a lens. It's something that you look through, right? So if you're changing lenses, like if you're thinking about in a theater and they put like a blue, whatever that's called, cell, I think it's called, over a light to change the light. Well, if we're talking about coaching, looking through a different lens is going to change the coaching conversation, right? So there is a reading called Coaching Lenses. Actually, it's not really a reading. It's more like a chart that talks through each of these lenses. These are lenses we would look through when we're engaging in a coaching conversation. And they're all going to be relative to the teacher that we're working with, the relationship that we have with them, the goal of the coaching or the focus of the coaching. And they're all very different. And that doesn't mean with one person you're going to look through all of the lenses. Again, it's all relative. So what I like about that, that reading or that chart is it really makes you think about what are the lenses, why might you use them? So hopefully you took a good amount of time to look through that. So what I'd like you to do is a gallery walk. Now, just like you would do in a regular classroom, we're doing a gallery walk, except there aren't obviously posters around the room for you to get up and walk around to. So we're using a Padlet. Start at any one poster. Think of each column as a poster. Each one is one of the coaching lenses. So whatever one you choose to start at, define it. Especially if you're the first person posting under that lens, define what that lens is, what it might entail. And then talk about when you might coach through that lens, or why it would be an appropriate choice, what would make you choose that lens to work through. In a chart then, you can include things like a summary, examples, if you're, or a description rather than a definition, however you choose to go about it, and then rotate like you would for a regular gallery walk. So when you go to look at your next lens, ideally it would have been defined already. There might already be some examples, so either add to it, give it different examples, maybe refine the definition or description, give your own 2 cents of what a summary might be, add to it. Remember, the whole point of a gallery walk isn't just like to say you went to each chart, but to deepen your understanding. So make sure you have that in mind as you work through that Padlet. So make sure you go ahead and pause the video at this point and go over to work in that Padlet.